Something you may have noticed when you played Poppy Playtime Chapter 4 or watched someone else play it is that the Nightmare Critters had no cardboard cutouts. Yeah, I was a little bit confused in that too because Chapter 3 and all previous chapters had cardboard cutouts for literally every single character, but Chapter 4 had the other characters but sadly had no Nightmare Critter cardboard cutouts at all and just replaced them with the Smiling Critter cardboard cutout, making many people wondering like, is there ever going to be official cardboard cutouts for the Nightmare Critters? Well, now we officially have an answer, and we also officially have all the official artwork for the cardboard cutouts for all of the Nightmare Critters. So it all started thanks to the Japan pop-up store for Poppy Playtime. On their Twitter page, they went and posted this showing us some brand new updates and renovations they actually went and made to the pop-up shop, like outside of it and also inside of it, with the image showing the thumbnail for the Touille reveal trailer there, looking so cool, showing Poppy Playtime Chapter 4 pop-up store. And you guys can see they added some new cardboard cutouts. As you can see, we got here Touille the Dough Man here, just looking so cool. Sadly, does not have the button that he also has in the game, but it still looks really good and it looks huge too. Along with the cutest Yarnaby cutout ever of Yarnaby just standing on his two little legs. Like, I want this. I absolutely want this. But those are not the important cutouts we're talking about. The important ones are all the brand new Nightmare Critters here. As you guys can see, we got some artwork behind for the prison. It looks like some type of, early version of the prison in the background. Other type of Smiling Critter posters on it too. But then we got all 8 of the Nightmare Critters with their cardboard cutouts and also brand new poses and artwork. And thanks to Mob Entertainment, I was able to get the high quality versions of every single one of the cardboard cutouts. We could go and actually look at them. Sadly, we do not know who the artist is for the cardboard cutouts or their artwork, but yeah, it still looks pretty cool. Hey, it's me, Editing Lightning here, and I just want to bring up how I said we didn't know who actually made the artwork. Well, now we do know. It's actually Max, one that did the artwork for the Nightmare Critters. Max also did a lot of the concept art, which we talked about in this video here. So yeah, I should definitely go check that out. But now we know who did the artwork for the amazing Nightmare Critter cardboard cutout. The very first one to be looking at is, of course, Bob Our Chops. As you guys can see, he's just an absolute menace. Looks like he's about to pounce exactly like his section is in the game. He pounces. It definitely looks like his thing. He looks evil. Like, bro looks like he's plotting something, of course. He has his little like death skull there as his charm, and it's just very cool. Also, you guys see with the little like line art that they did add within the other posters too. It just looks really cool. I would have just loved to see this in the game. And then we got here my personal favorite Nightmare Critter of all time, Poe. Totally not being biased because of the charm, but to be fully honest, Poe seems like the most similar to like the original artwork that they had, but this time Poe just looks all happy, like they're just jumping in joy with the wings up. But it's just not that much of a different artwork from the original one, so we're not going to be looking into this one too much. But I love you, Poe, man. Best Nightmare Critter, man. But then after that, we got here Simon Smokes here. He looks like he's in a laid back position since he's supposed to be more of a chill critter, of course. He's not meant to be something like, evil or something like that. He doesn't look like he's evil. Like, he's just the rich kid that gets what he wants. That's technically his whole entire thing. And the artwork definitely goes and shows it a lot, with him having more of that lean back type personality to it too, of course. But I absolutely love it. It looks like he's like on a chair or a beanbag. Of course, you can see all the little line arts and all that stuff that he has on the artwork. It just looks so good. That's what I'm wondering, like, maybe there is a chance with a new update, since we're still getting patches to this day for Chapter 4, that hopefully maybe just one day we will get to see the Smiling Critter cardboard cutouts replaced with the Nightmare Critters, and maybe we'll even be able to see this artwork there. And the main thing about the cardboard cutouts is, of course, not just the artwork in the game, it's mainly the voice lines, and the other Smiling Critter, that's how we're able to hear them, because they shut us their voice in the Smiling Critter cardboard cutout. So hopefully one day they will be able to go and update it, showing the Nightmare Critter cardboard cutouts, so we will be able to hear their voice, or maybe something that they're saving for previous or future chapters, like maybe Chapter 5. But sadly, I guess only time will be able to tell if we're ever able to get it, so definitely go and subscribe if you want to stay tuned to see if we're ever going to get some Nightmare Critter cardboard cutouts in game, because that would be a lot better if we'll be able to actually hear voice lines and stuff like that. But yeah, moving on to the next Nightmare Critter here, we got here Maggie Mako. Out of all the names, it's the only Nightmare Critter name I do not have memorized. Like, sorry here. But she looks like she's just jumping, ready to fly. Like, you could definitely see they're trying to put their personalities into the artworks here. But I love it. I don't know if everyone else is going to really love these artworks and stuff like that. It's really just different poses for the Nightmare Critters we already have. But yeah, as you guys can see here, she's just hopping or jumping. Looks like she's maybe jumping into water, something like that, or just more of like a ballerina type pose. But still, it looks really good. I really do love the artwork. Now this one, for Allister Gator does look a little bit similar to the Baba Chops one we saw, having almost the exact same pose, just with his head being a little bit more up. One of his eye is actually covered, making this look like kind of like a piratey type thing, but it still looks really good. I really do like what they did here too, of course. It still looks, like a really cool sneaking type pose. Like it's really sad seeing kind of, I don't want to call it wasted potential that the Nightmare Critters are given in chapter 4, because like it looks like you can see the different personalities here. Like he could have easily been also a stalker type, maybe a bigger version 2, or maybe they could have been multiple in that one area in chapter 4. But it definitely looks like he's having a similar type vibes as Baba Chops, being more of that jumping type, sneaking and then jumping type enemy. But yeah, it still looks really cool. I really do like the art. It's really peak. Moving on to the next one, we got here Icky Licky, which is sadly my least favorite Nightmare Critter, because I don't know, it just seems very different from the other ones. No hate on Icky, but as you guys can see, he has a cool looking Spider-Man type pose. Like he's on, I'm just going to put a Spider-Man pose on the screen now so you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. But it looks like Icky Licky's pulling the full-on Spider-Man pose. He has his tongue out, like maybe that's how he swings upon. And like, imagine having little Nightmare Critters just swinging above the roof just with their tongue, and then you see Icky Licky is jumping you from above. That would be really cool to see in game, like him just crawling on walls and stuff like that. But sadly, all the Nightmare Critters in the game just had the exact same jumping mechanic, which is of course pretty sad. But moving on to the very first, and not very first, but very last artwork, we got here Rabie Babby. Rabie Babby here is kind of also in a somewhat similar pose as Baba Chops and also Allister Gator, but this time just has her wings up, like she's also ready to pounce here too. Like another sad thing is in game, Rabie Babby does not even have her wings. She just has the regular smiling critter arms, which is just extremely sad. That maybe hopefully one day they go and fix that, or maybe they just didn't really work out. But either way, the pose looks pretty cool. I really do like it. That's also the reason why I put it on the thumbnail. But still, it's an amazing pose. I just like the way it shows how maybe if they did have a bigger part in the game, each of these would have been more of a different type. Like some of them would have pounced from above. Maybe some of them would have been a sneaking, then pouncing type. Some of them would just be running in. Maybe that's what they're trying to show with the artwork, but I might be just reading way too much into this. And also, when I said that's the last one, I kind of forgot about Touille. I'm sorry, Touille fans. I totally forgot about him. Even though in chapter 4, he had just multiple little like jump scares for no reason. Like Touille was getting lots of love. Touille here also has a unique design. Like he's just a side profile. We never really seen art from a side profile before. It looks like he's trying to either shush someone or be like, I know the answer to that. But yeah, I gotta say, I also really do like this artwork a lot. Touille's just a really simple character design that I just love for some reason. But yeah, we get some like Touille love in the comments below. But yeah, I almost forgot about Touille. Here's the bro with his side profile. But anyways, it's gonna be it for this video. You guys could definitely go and let me know in the comments below. What do you guys think about all the cardboard cutouts for the chapter 4 Nightmare Critters? Do you think that they're going to be saving the cardboard cutouts for chapter 5 or future games or stuff like that? Or do you think they're actually going to go back and update them and, add them into future patches for chapter 4? I gotta say, I would love to see them add into future patches for chapter 4. It brings more to chapter 4 instead of, the Nightmare Critters just being just kind of just like the regular little baby smiling critters in chapter 3. So yeah, I'll love to see them try to do that. But yeah, if this video, don't be checking out this video here to see other cut content and cut artwork for chapter 4, including of course when the Nightmare Critters were first fully revealed, because that's pretty cool.